Hi, my name is Jessica Shung. I'm from Bloomington Normal, Illinois, and I study here at NYU in College of Arts and Science, and I double major in philosophy and economics. And I'm here to tell you my story, I guess, of how I came here. I originally started off my college sort of life at University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign. I don't know if you guys would know that, but and after my freshman year there, I found that it really wasn't meant for me. It's a great school, and like I met amazing people there, but the environment and the location wasn't ideal for what I wanted to do, which is eventually go into international law. You can't do much in international law like in the Midwest. So I was like, it's time for me to go to the East Coast. And I applied to transfer to only 3 colleges, and I got into NYU. And NYU being one of the best schools for philosophy, I was very excited, and I decided to pack up my bags and go. It was really scary for me because I had never been in New York before, and the first time in the city was me basically moving into my apartment. So that was an interesting experience, just adjusting to city life. I'd been in cities before, so it was useful. Like I've been in Beijing, and this is the English version of Beijing, I think. And yeah, so my life started there. I think one of the more nerve-wracking things that I had to adjust to was trying to make friends at NYU, especially since, and I think this is a common experience, it's such a large school, everybody's scattered everywhere, and especially as a transfer student, you feel like you're like late to a party, sort of. Like everybody knows each other already, or like everybody who doesn't know each other, they're like younger than you, and it feels sort of odd adjusting. And what I did to combat that, because I knew it was going to be an issue, because I'm very introverted and I like staying at home all the time, was joining just a bunch of clubs with interests that I felt really passionate about. So I applied to be on alternative breaks because they traveled to different places in the US and outside of the country. Mine was just broadly human rights in Morocco, and I met great people through that. I joined a club called Global China Connection because I was like, I'm Chinese, so I'll do well in this club. And that was more of an impulse, but it actually led to me being very involved in the community and being very involved in that club and forming really strong bonds. When I first came here, and I don't know if this is the same for a lot of transfer students, I felt like, oh, I gave up a lot in my previous university. I gave up really good friends. It was a lot cheaper there. And good connections with professors there to come to a place that I didn't know. So I always felt this drive to like always prove to myself and perhaps to other people that this was the right decision. Because throughout the whole year, like I always questioned, like, was I even like making the right choice transferring? I could have accomplished perhaps the same things just staying in Illinois, and maybe have ended up in the same place, which is a scary thought to have, because then this would have been all for naught. So that made me like push myself to become like even more involved in not just the university, but also New York in general, because New York is just a very unique place, and you can't get experiences here like you can in any other place. And that to me was like the most important thing I should focus on, was like being a part of New York City. I was a part of New York City Asian American Student Conference, which isn't necessarily affiliated with NYU, but it's a whole branch and organization, interning at jobs and like places that are absolutely amazing, and again, I wouldn't have found any other place. But that's my story. Your adventure awaits.